Hey guys, welcome back. So, I just uploaded Princess Maker 1 Blind yesterday, and yes, it's Super Bowl Sunday today. Yay, football. But I was actually quite surprised by the reaction I got to it. I actually had interesting reactions that I didn't anticipate, because in the previous Monster Rancher video I mentioned I was going to be playing a whole lot of off-screen stuff, and then in the meantime, just so there's just weeks and weeks of nothing not happening. I don't want that. I'm going to upload something simple. And I actually seem to confuse people by this, even though I thought I mentioned it. Byron's hungry for lunch, and he's doing everything in his powers to get my attention. Um, and so I had a 50-50 response to Princess Maker. I had some people excited, and happy to see something new, and then I had a lot of people very upset that it wasn't Monster Rancher, but I thought I explained this. So I thought about it, and I was like, maybe I misunderstood, maybe I wasn't clear, because, you guys know that I am have a high-functioning autism. So sometimes I just don't understand. Sometimes something that seems logical to me confuses the crud out of everybody else, and things that seem logical to everyone else, I'm like, what the heck? And Helper's not here to help me. Helper's usually the one that translates things for me when I misunderstand comments or I don't understand what's going on. But he's not here, and he's not going to be here for another couple weeks. So I kind of thought about this on my own, and I was trying to figure out what to do. So I'm going to translate the upsetness and miscommunication to I just want to see more videos, even if it's nothing. So I hope that's correct. And I would appreciate it if you guys would let me know, because like I said, I do have high-functioning autism, and I do take social classes, although I haven't been to any in a while. But I'm always happy to learn how to improve communication and understanding socialness. So it's kind of something I'm always learning and always will be learning as it feels like a lot of times. So anyways, I'm nowhere near my goal right now. Having said all that, is my original goal was to start recording when I could actually do something of like interesting nature. But like I said, I think you guys just want to see whatever I've got. So what I plan to do from here on out, assuming that I did interpret those comments correctly, is every so often during all this off playing, I will record a video just to show you guys what I've been up to. So it's probably been at least a year, if not longer, in the game since I've last recorded, and as you guys can see, we have some changes here. So this is not baffed, this is cotton. Cotton, you know what, actually it would be easier if I go and show everything else, but I'll explain after all the meeting. So a few things have happened. Minor stuff has been going on since I've stopped recording. A lot of little tiddly bit things have happened. A group came, like, when I say all these people are coming up, no one's actually coming to us. This is all Alfred saying a group approached me and blah, blah, blah. So literally we haven't seen anybody new. It's just Alfred saying somebody approached me. So if I say someone approached us, I mean Alfred just said it. But so basically a group approached us and said, we want to research how monster trainers work, send us items. And so the first one they said is, I want a fish dish. So I literally went to the item shop, bought a fish dish, gave it to Alfred, and they're like, oh yay, they're so happy they gave us 100 gold, yay. And so that was literally it. Like I said, there was no interaction with anybody besides like the conversation we had here. Another interesting one was another circus troupe came up and said, we're better than you, I bet you can't get an average score of 66 or better in a circus show in the next 12 weeks. I'm like, yeah, uh-huh. So I had a circus show after 6 weeks after the request, and I had an average score of 88. So they were like, oh man, you're better than us, and we set the bar too low, and we're gonna whine and complain, so here's some money. So they sent us like 1,000 gold or something. No, they sent us a meat dish. That's right, they sent us the meat dish. And I was like, great, thanks. That was completely pointless because I was going to have a show anyway. So I didn't really care what they did. And then the other thing that happened was a fortune teller walked up to Nuyuta, and again, this is all just them telling us what happened. We didn't actually witness any of this. Nuyuta's like, oh, I encountered a fortune teller, and she says that if I want good fortune, I need to show off my skills in the next 4 weeks. And I was like, I have no idea what that means. But apparently what happened, and then like the next week, our safe was stolen, so all my money was stolen. I'm like, well, that stinks, but that's okay, because I literally had just spent most of my money. I had almost no money left, because I've been improving gadgets, which I can show off in a minute. And it turns out I happened to have a show the week after that, and the burglar was at the show and felt so moved by our show that he gave the money back. And then he turned himself in, and we got a reward. So not only did we get our money back, but I got an extra $10,000 as a reward. Again, none of this is actually seen. It's just people talking about it. So you didn't really, honestly, I just gave you the exact same description you saw here. Oh, is there anything else that happened? Yes, other things have been happening that I haven't had a chance to look up to figure it out. They'll complain about it being cold one week, and I don't do anything about it because I'm like, okay. And then they complain it's cold the next week, and my stress goes up. And like a lot of weird things, like it's too hot. It's too hot, stress goes up. It's too cold. It's too cold, stress goes up. I fed my monster bad food. I fed my monster bad food, stress goes up. And they're like, if you had taken care of it. And I'm like, I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to do because I go and talk to all the monsters and the people and I try giving them items and nothing happens. And they're like, you should have done something. And I'm like, okay. And even the trainer was like, I'm fine. I'm like, didn't you just say at the morning meeting that your monster was sick? So I haven't quite figured out what's going on with that. We might see, that one occurs a lot. But anyways, I think all these little tiddly bit things that are happening are just to keep it interesting because now there's no technical storyline happening. Oh yeah, the other thing with the circus one is when I was on the circus challenge, they wouldn't let me go on an adventure. Not that it mattered, I haven't been on one yet. Another thing that's been happening is Dottie is a complete butt face. No matter what monster Dottie is training, he seems to injure it. And so I've had so many injuries to whoever Dottie is raising, and like I have to keep him on normal because if I put him on hard, even if the monster wants to be on hard, they will get injured. And so I've actually had to put him on easy for a couple times for Dottie just because like policy easy because Dottie's just like running him to death. And it's just, oh man. I'm actually kind of struggling a bit. This is one reason I didn't really want to record because I didn't want to show this off, but you know, it's kind of part of the game. I'm remembering now that I'm playing a lot faster than I am, you know, when I was recording, because recording I had to play much slower, you know, because of all the technical stuff. And as I play it more in my fair time, I'm remembering how fast these monsters go. Like I can sit down for 3 or 4 hours, and I can go through a whole monster in 3 or 4 hours. And I'm kind of remembering that I think this is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go through a lot of monsters to really build up a good base of genes. So anyways, I want to show off what I'm doing. So we still have Fern. Shockingly, Fern is still around. This boggles my mind. Like, Fern has really outlived everyone, and Fern's stats are amazing. Fern is almost maxed out on intelligence, as you can see. I'm level 20. I just switched to Fern doing accuracy because I'm getting some intelligence from the accuracy, so I thought that might actually max out that way. But I bet Fern might actually age to the point where he won't learn anything in this video because he's really close to it. They've been threatening it for a while. But yeah, Fern is definitely doing well. Fern is my star person right now, and yeah. And so then I have Simon, which y'all saw before. I've been focusing on Simon for life a lot, and you know, speed and defense. And so I just switched Simon to speed because I think Zans are good at speed. Cotton is you know, actually, can I show lineage? Yes, Mian and Baft. Yeah, Cotton's not doing too bad. Cotton's a year old, and you can see that Cotton's already reached my goal of halfway to accuracy. And so I just switched Cotton to intelligence, so my goal is to get 1,000 in both before I mix. Now, if I happen to mix later, then I'm going to go back to accuracy, because I really need Cotton to be that supporting monster I'm going to mix for Fern. But Cotton's already reached my goal for accuracy, and he's on his way for intelligence. Leo, I literally just got. You can see the bonding's still 66. I've only had him for like maybe 1 or 2 shows. So my problem is I'm having a hard time getting monsters to pull over defense. Actually, this is one of the better ones I've gotten. You'll notice that my defense is almost level 10. Which is not bad. Now, he's only 4 months old. Yeah, there we go. He is that young. So I'm hoping to get to 1,000 defense very soon. And I might push it even further than that. I might just keep going on defense, and I'll explain why in a minute. And then I have Potter here. I think we made jokes about him before, but the reason I have Potter is because I cannot find another monster that can do that stupid water trick. And that water trick has the best life increase. I tried a gel. I did get a gel and then instantly tried to raise it, and I couldn't use it. And I tried a few other monsters that were good in life and defense, and none of them can use it. The only monster I haven't tried yet is Poncho. I just had a sneaking suspicion the Poncho couldn't do it. That doesn't mean that I can't. After all my other tests were monsters who seemed like they could, like the gel, who couldn't. I was like, why would the Poncho be able to? And then I was also concerned the Poncho would be even more limited on things. So I went ahead and went with the Nessie here, and I named her Potter, after one of my best friends. And I'm focusing her strongly on life. Like, I want her to do life, 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 life. And then she also can do pipe down there, which is also very good for defense. And so I'm going to push her really hard for life and defense to be a really good balance to Leo, which is why I'm pushing real hard on defense for Leo. And then I want speed to come from Simon. But Simon's going to come in with decent life already, so I'm hoping that boosts it up. So my ultimate goal here is Fern is going to have the lineage for being just a flat-out devastating attacker with tons and tons of intelligence and accuracy. And then I'm trying to breed up Leo or some other chain to have really good defense and life and some speed. I would like some speed, but defense and life are definitely the hardest hits here I'm doing for that. But it's proving to be a lot harder than I thought. Like, I think it's because these monsters go so fast, because the game just plays much faster, that they don't pass over as much as I'd want. Okay, here's the one with the I want an item. So, we got a request from the Monster Breeding Association. That's a really long name. I'll call it Nimba from now on. This time they want a high-grade general use supplement. That's a little hard to figure out. Well, at least we know it's not a legendary supplement. In any case, bring it to me by next week. Good luck. Uh-oh. This is bad. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I don't even know what's considered a supplement, you guys. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I don't know what I guess we'll go check it out at the store. I don't. Oh, maybe, you know what? Hold on. Maybe it's actually called supplement. Let's see if I've got anything. Probably not. Food, treat. Medicine. It might. Oh no, not a medicine. Combine. Badges. I've actually, yeah, okay. Well, we'll figure it out. I'm not too concerned, honestly. I don't really care. So yeah, so here you can see that Cotton is doing strong intelligence. Fern has moved to accuracy with minor intelligence. Leo is working strongly on defense. Potter's working strongly on life, and I just moved him to speed. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, let's move him back to life, actually. I think life is more important. Let's move him back. I know I'm going to lose a little bit of motivation, but that's okay. I don't care, Dottie. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, and everyone's on normal. Let's go. So yeah, so like I said, I'm going to be playing a lot more in my spare time. It'll probably be, you know, I'm trying to do an hour or two every day when I can. I've actually been enjoying it, I won't lie. It's kind of nice to just to sit back and play it, but at the same time, I've been losing a bit of focus here and there. Like, I had a monster for a while that I realized was a complete waste, and I got rid of. It was a Raiden, and I was like, I just realized this Raiden is no help to me whatsoever because he doesn't have good defense or life, and I don't know why I'm focusing on power because I don't need it, so why did I just waste my time with this monster? So, my Raiden was a waste, but it was, you know, it wasn't a horrible waste. It kind of realigned some of their lifespans a little better. Okay, why did I go there? But still, you know, I'm just not really focusing that hard. It's just kind of fun and relaxing, and then I realized, oh wait, no, I have a goal. I should be trying to beat this game. Oh, here we go. Supplement, level 2. Do you guys think that's high enough? Well, too bad. It's what we're getting. I don't think we have any other option. You know what? I'm going to buy some Laruxes because I'm kind of tired of people complaining. And I'm hoping that maybe that'll solve some of the, I'm cold, or I'm hot, or I have a tummy ache, you know, because I'll go to them and like, I want a Larux. I'm like, is that going to solve it or what? But as I told you before, I need you to collect some items for me. They wanted a high-grade general use supplement. So the supplement level 2 will have to do just fine. I'll send along. We've already got our reward in the form of 400 gold. Not bad. And we've already got another request. They don't waste any time. They want a processed item, but they want it to be something that is difficult to make, one that only someone very skilled could produce. In any case, bring it to me by next week. Oh, okay. Wow, that was really fast. You know what? I don't really know if I care. I'm not trying to be mean, or it's just I don't really need the money. I have been making new gadgets. In fact, I can show that. I have 2 boxes now, as you can see. One's better than the other because one has a genius tank and one has an intelligence tank. I have been going around to do... You know what, actually, I might do in this video is go to a new town, just because I said I wouldn't do that. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Helper just called. Helper's actually overseas right now for a work job thing. And, so I wasn't expecting him to call me, so I was like, I am not gonna ignore that. I'm gonna answer it. Unfortunately, I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, the box thing. So, I have 2 different box magics. Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of moving to another town in this video. I was trying to avoid towns I hadn't been to that were on recording because I was afraid stuff was gonna happen, but, I'm recording, so let's move, actually, because, yes, we don't need to be in this town. I actually came to this town just for gadget supplies. And I was actually, in fact, I can show this to you right now. As you can see here, 92, that was back in Grabad. I was in Grabad for a while because there were 2 gadget shops. Oh yeah, that's something else that happened in Grabad. I was messing around town trying to find the item shop to buy that stupid fish dish I mentioned earlier. And I looked everywhere and I went to the very bottom floor and found a 3rd gadget shop. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a 3rd gadget shop? And it was the 2 people that were there from the storyline. It was the guy who would look like a cowboy and the girl who's annoying, and basically they said, oh, the resistance is over, we destroyed the factory, yay, we're amazing, we did it all, you know, but you might have helped, we're not gonna care, and we got into gadgets now. And no matter how many times I talked to them, they wouldn't sell me any gadgets. And so I went to them 2 or 3 times and they're like, hey, we're into gadgets now. And I'm like, okay, you have a gadget sign outside, you're into gadgets, sell me a freaking gadget. So I hung around there for a while. As you can see, my fame was 92. I was there for, in fact, it was 100, but starting to go down now because I've been in this village, the village of Colneo or whatever for now. I came here next because I had already come here, and I knew they had some gadget parts. So actually, I might go ahead. The problem with this town is they do have some good tanks, but they don't have any like parts to get extra money for like because like the parts with the flashy lights and stuff like that helps me get money. And at the moment, money is not that important. I mean, it's nice if I have it, only because I can just buy new gadgets or duplicate gadgets. Like right now I'm focusing so hard on defense and life on so many monsters, I kind of need duplicates. Let's see here. I kind of unfortunately forgot what he wanted because I was on the phone for so long with Helper. I'm gonna hope it was this. A craft recipe? Let's just do this. I don't know what this is, but we'll craft it. A treat. I made a tree. Even experts would be surprised. Okay. Maybe they'll like that. I don't know. And I don't really care. I won't lie. And now I'm honestly, it's funny, I've been playing this game in much more relaxed mode. Not that I don't care about what I do in games, it's just, I'm just very focused on being relaxed in this game. So, I don't think I've been to Conga Conga. Oh, wow, hello, sunshine, you just got right in my face. I don't think I've been to Tungbul or Conga Conga since the storyline. Or the village. You know, let's go to Conga Conga. I'm just kind of curious. About the request from Nimba, I believe they wanted a goods level 3. Since you apparently couldn't find one, I sent it to myself. Hey, I thought Trevor was in charge of that. This is the last request. You need to choose one of 3 items. I'm only going to say this once, so pay attention. Maybe you should write it down. Ready? Here we go. Let's see. A book about everything in the world, 2 ultimate meat dishes, 4 well-known natural crafts. Okay, you got 8 weeks. You know what? I don't really care. I mean, did I just make a natural craft? It looked like a tree. Didn't I just do that? You guys. See, look, Dottie is like trying to kill his monster. He wanted a really high level meat dish. I might be able to do that. Well, let's go see. Yeah, and like I said, I haven't been on any adventures. That's actually one reason, another reason I was kind of going back to the village was I was thinking of going on really low level adventures with some of my monsters to get some anima, but that'd be kind of later because I can go on missions after they've gotten too old. So I can literally just bring Fern with 2 new monsters to gain up their anima, and Fern wouldn't have to worry about being too old or anything. I was kind of thinking of doing that, and I still might, because I don't really know if I feel like moving Fern to being sealed yet, because I don't think you can unseal in this game from what I've tried. I think it's a one-way thing. Okay, so we have... These aren't bad, and I can definitely get bigger genius tanks at the village of... I keep wanting to say village of Cologne. I'm just going to keep calling it that. But I'm going to go ahead and buy some of these... Ooh. See, now Grabat actually has level 2 parts. So again, I'm kind of tempted to not deal with that. I am going to buy a large life tank, a large defense tank, a large intelligence tank, accuracy, and speed. Power is the one thing we don't need. I guess I'll go ahead and buy a mighty tank, a tech tank, just to have tanks. Oh, I don't have money. Fine. Yeah, unfortunately by this point most everybody has every kit. Do I have a sword kit? I don't know. I'll just buy kits. I don't really care. We have money. And now we don't. Okay, so let's leave. Stick around for a couple weeks. Oops, I meant to go to the item shop. Oops, sorry. I'm just kind of on autopilot. But yeah, I think I interrupted myself. Basically, you know, it's not that I don't care about what I'm doing or anything like that. I've beaten the major storyline, so I feel like I'm pretty good with that. And my goal isn't to beat anything besides that cat. Yeah, he wants a Lyrox. I have one. Yeah. I really want to beat that cat. I don't know why. I just feel like that's definitely something I should be able to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat that dungeon, but I know you guys really want me to try. But I think ultimately my first goal is to beat the cat. So that's kind of my main focus. It's not really a lot of these. It's not doing guild stuff. It's not collecting all the items. It's not crafting. Which, by the way, crafting is definitely happening a lot more now that all these requests and things are coming in. I found myself going to item shops way more than I ever did. So kind of like, was this all for post-game stuff? Can I make a meat recipe? Let's make a meat recipe. No, I don't want meat level 4 and water level 3. Unfortunately, yeah, we're gonna have to... I needed, what, 4 meat thingies? Well, let's do some craft recipes. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing. I won't lie. I'm just gonna do one more. No, I want... Okay, level 2 flour, level 3 feather. Okay, I'm gonna hope that that's enough, if I'm understanding this correctly. Hey, Albert. I'm guessing not. I don't know. Whoops. Oh well. I actually meant to look to see what everyone was on motivation. Everyone looks good. Kind of glad I moved Simon back to the cannon. Oh yeah, we still got a ways on motivation. I guess I can go ahead and just do a circus at the end of this one. Uh-oh. Yep. That's the end of Fern. Okay, that's a problem. So here's the other problem that about this game that annoys me is, and I tried doing this earlier, is I can't just put a monster to the side. I have to either keep going with them or seal them. Okay, I got an idea. Let's go ahead and do the show. We'll deal with that. Fern's not gonna get anything, which really saddens me. Man, I should just, it was like practically 1 week away. 1 week away. I'm actually also surprised that Simon has not been injured. It's probably been 6 months since Simon's been injured, which means I must have done something right finally, because I was like, Mizuki kept getting injured, and Simon kept getting injured, and then when I had Bacon, the Raiden, I just named him Bacon for some reason, he kept getting injured, and I was like, this is just ridiculous. I'm just glad it's been over 6 months since he's been injured. In fact, I think Simon even missed an entire circus show because of it, but I just couldn't wait anymore for him. I timed it to the fact that I thought he'd be there, even if he wouldn't have great stat gain. But I was off. I just don't get it. Okay. Whoops. I'll probably get in the 70s. Which is good. Ooh, I might get higher. Alright. 95, not bad, Cotton. So yeah, Cotton's gonna definitely start getting that intelligence up. I'm probably also debating about throwing a pixie, because it doesn't look like I have a limit to how many sealed monsters I can have. So one of my tactics I thought about this morning was just having a bunch of like stock for like breeding stock, you know, like just heavily focus in one area for certain monsters and start breeding from that stock. So I think I might throw a pixie into the stock. I was debating about that because pixies have really good intelligence. Ooh, I can't believe I didn't mess that up. Excellent. Ooh, come on. Don't mess this up. Ah, I messed it up. I could have gotten a perfect score. And not, what am I caring about? Fern's not gonna get anything. Collect thy money. I don't really need it. I need to focus more on stats. I mean, yes, I just spent all my money, but... What the... Okay, my bad. Red, green. Marvelous. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna get a very good score because I screwed up the first one, but we should do okay. Hopefully in the 70s. Yeah. I actually debated about having one that was sub-gel to, like, really emphasize the defense on it. But, I know in some of the Monster Hunter games, special monsters actually generally have really good stats and stat gain. Which is one reason I decided to go ahead and go with it, just to see if that was true or not. But this game, that's one thing I hate about this game, and it didn't really ring with me until I started playing in my own time, like, off-screen. And I was going, whoops, much faster. It's hard to see how good a monster is at a stat. Like, unlike the other games, you know, like, you would do a weakened power, a weakened power, a weakened power. And then, like, you could compare how much power they gain to another monster. But honestly, it's hard to see because you can make so many different types of gadgets. And then, you know, each monster... I can't believe I messed up twice and I still got 100. Like, I don't get it. What's with the Becklons in this? They always do so well. It's hard to see that stat gain. And So I'm like struggling a little to be like, is it good? Is it bad? And so like with the Nya, Cotton and Baft, I'm just like a little. I'm not familiar with Nas, so I'm like, are they doing well? I can't really tell. Um, yeah, and it's just if I didn't already have experience with several of these monster species from other games, I probably would just be like flailing about. Um, Honestly, I thought that Nyas were really good at intelligence, but um, it's proving that they have very few intelligence moves in this game, and I'm like very surprised by that. So I'm making sure that the Nya is mostly just breeding stock and it's not the main line. Oh, 98. Okay, I know I don't know if that everybody or not. I think it is. Okay, 69 was the lowest. Yeah, you know, honestly, and that's another thing is the tricks really limit you on your monster because before it was like that, you know, and I was thinking a lot about Monster Rancher 4 recently, and I was thinking about it and I was like, well, did I have the same problem in Monster Rancher 4? And then I was like, no, because I don't think there's anything in Monster Rancher 4 that limits a monster from using a gadget in 4. The only real limitation in 4 is can you even get the gadget? Because you had to go on adventures and stuff to get the gadgets and all that from what I recall. And I actually liked that better because it forced you to go on adventures. Like, the only reason I go on adventures now is to get Anima, but the monsters I've been breeding have actually been passing enough to be useful. It's just enough to get going so they can hold their own in these fights until they get more. And they're passing down some of their traits too, so it's nice. I don't need it as badly. But yeah, it's like, you know, I'm forced to get a Nessie just because no one else can use this freaking gadget, you know, and just that just bothers me. I mean, I understand why they did it, but it's also just a game mechanic I could do without. Yeah, so Fern did nothing. So Simon's back on life again. Yeah, see, now, I'm suspecting that Zans are not good at life, so I'm thinking Simon's a dead end here. Because that's only 52. He should get way more than that. I mean, look at that. Like, Cotton got 73, and it gains less intelligence. Potter gains 60 health. Leo gains 65 defense. Okay, so Leo's in a good position. He just got to level 10 defense, so he definitely needs to keep going in defense. Cotton needs to keep going into intelligence. I don't know where Simon's going. I'm starting to think Simon was a waste because I didn't know anything about Zans, and I'm starting to think that life is not a strong suit for them because he's been on that for a long time. And Potter's brand new. In fact, I think it's only Potter's second show, so 60 is actually pretty good, I think. I just don't know what to do about Fern. I think I'm gonna do, like, and I was thinking about this right before the show. So now here's my question. Those are two very different things. And when Yuna came up and said to me that it's the end of the life, I thought that was in. So I might have actually messed up on two of my monsters and sealed them too early. Because that was a different message. Because I thought that was they're done. I'm actually going to keep going. Whose was it? It wasn't obviously Marlene. Oh, you guys, I don't remember which monster we were just talking about. Was it Dottie's? I thought she just said Marlene's, which we already knew Marlene had reached its potential. Whatever. Okay. I'll go back and rewatch that on the recording. I don't even know what I did 5 seconds ago. I'm gonna mess around for a second. I just think this is gonna be bad all around. If I seal Fern. Oh yeah, by the way, if you seal a monster you just gave someone, they don't care. They're like, yeah, whatever. You know, because they have no bonding to them. I just don't see this going well. So Fern is outrageous. Baft had good intelligence and accuracy. Let's see what happens if we do Baft. Oh! 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 I'm gonna go with this probably. Look at that. 18 intelligence right off the bat. Oh my god. 11 accuracy. That's way better than I thought. And you'll notice that I have more DNA with this one. I know flowers exactly what I just had. But I'm going for stats here. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I want to pass that up. I'm gonna back up real quick. I mean, that's not gonna unchange. Let me start with Fern again. God. And do Mian. I bet Mian's not gonna be nearly as good. I have more DNA with Mian. And it's almost the same stats. I might do this one actually. Yeah, that DNA pass is really good. Wow. Sure, let's see what we got. No, we're not doing that. I need to think of another flower name. Ugh, I can't think of anyone besides hibiscus, and I'm like, that's too long. I'm gonna just be lame, you guys. I've got just so many monsters. Let's name her Rose. Oh, that makes me think of Steven Universe. Back up. I'm trying to think of flowers. I'm not a flower person. I know I'm a girl, yes, but I'm not really into flowers, so I'm not familiar with a lot of flowers. I mean, well, we had fern before, so I guess I can name her conifer. I mean, it's not a flower, it's a type of plant, but we'll go with that. I mean, conifers came after ferns, didn't they? I don't know. Alright, conifer. Wow, okay, so what I'm going to do with conifer is I'm going to go straight to the trampoline because that intelligence is amazing. And see, you'll get intelligence already, and the accuracy is going to make up for it. Yeah, I know, Marlene. So, wow, this is going much better than I thought. I wasn't planning on playing anymore after this, but now I'm, like, really tempted. Oh, you know what? Actually, what we need to do is see how Conifer's Anima is doing. Yeah, Conifer got a whole bunch. Look at that. So... I might not learn Crown Waltz right now. Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. I might go ahead and move again. We haven't been... Since I'm already recording, and I don't plan to set up the recording equipment for another week, probably. Okay, sorry. I thought there was an exclamation point above his head. I'm gonna go ahead and move to a town I haven't been to yet since post-game, just to make sure that there's no storyline, so that way I'm free to move without worrying about missing something. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so we didn't send anything. We got $3,000 from helping in the past. That was the last request from Neva. Thank you for your cooperation. We got 3,000 gold, yay. I have a feeling it was just gonna be gold anyway, so... Sorry, guys. I mean, I didn't really understand what they wanted, so... And I don't really need money. Look at this. This is ridiculous. My goal here is to beat the cat. Although I do appreciate the fact that they added all these little things to focus on besides, you know, just training and stuff. What? You're thinking I'm the only one that has trusted by their monster? I know it. I know it. I'm trying to think of what I can do about it. Maybe I'll give it a lyrics. Is it like the only thing people want is... Yeah, okay. You know what? I don't actually know if I showed off everybody's lineage. Simon didn't have a lineage. Cotton was Baft and Mian. Leo, you can see, was Kurt and Maya, and then Bubbles and Mizuki. Yeah, so you can see Mizuki came in. That's where the Durahan half came in. Because Mizuki actually had pretty good health. And I honestly didn't have anything good to go with Bubbles. Potter's new, and then we just have Conifer. So, wow, Conifer is just freaking... The intelligence training is great. Yeah, his accuracy's not good, but I don't really care about that. He's sociable. They're all sociable. Yeah, injury, steel body. I'm actually quite surprised that Leo here has a steel body, considering Mizuki got injured quite a few times. Okay, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. So basically, yes, I am going to keep playing this. I have not given up. I will put up a video if for any reason I were to give up or something happened, but I mean, the only thing that's going to happen by this point is that this PlayStation station explodes or something, or, you know, I'm moving in a few weeks. In less than a month, I am going to be moving. We haven't decided where the PlayStation's going, if it's going to go into one of the locked boxes or if it's going to come with us in the car. But I'll be more cautious about the memory card this time. I promise. I've gotten really good at moving by this point, so we don't usually lose stuff anymore. We're pretty good about it. But my goal is to keep playing this, and yes, I am going to be playing Princess Maker on the side, just to make sure that if literally nothing's going on with this, then there's something I'm releasing. And it's just a change of pace for me personally. I am going to be probably only recording 1 or 2 Princess Makers at a time, just so you guys can give me feedback. I've already gotten some feedback from my first video, so yay, thank you. But yeah, so I'm still working on this, and I will be uploading videos. You know, it might still be once a week, but it'll just be huge blocks of time in-game that you would have probably missed. Unless, you know, something amazing happens and I get a really good defense monster. Because right now, as much as Conifer is amazing, I don't think Conifer would survive with Leo. Leo's just not good enough to protect anybody right now. I gotta look at... Whoop! I went the wrong way. Normal. Yeah, I'll have a show here soon, actually. Okay, well, I'll see you guys next time when I'll just give you another status update, most likely, or, you know, who knows, maybe I would have finally gotten a really good defense monster and we can try fighting the cat, but we'll see, so bye for now.